This is Steve Robbins. Welcome to the Get It Done Guys Quick and Dirty Tips to Work Less and Do More, episode 300. You often hear people say, age gracefully. Well, I met a famous young woman at a theater opening, Joan Rivers. Okay, she wasn't young. And with so much plastic surgery, I think it's fair to say she isn't aging gracefully. She's going kicking and screaming. And I say, you go, girl. Now, I admit, I'm just scared. I'm approaching a milestone birthday. Yes, it's one of those birthdays that, as a kid, you thought, I'll never be that old. I have no gray hair yet, but my dry cleaners have been shrinking my pants. Every single pair, even the ones I wash myself. I confronted them. Mrs. Wong whipped out her tape measure and in 30 agonizing sentences explained to me that I had reached a time in my life when, quote-unquote, changes happen in my metabolism. At puberty, changes left me with a new capacity for pleasure. And now, changes just leave me fat. This calls for denial, but even more, it calls for action. And that, dear friends, means the gym. I'd worked with trainer Tyler Duckworth several years ago and started getting into shape. Then, Tyler won the MTV Challenge 3 times and moved to LA to pursue his career. And while I love him like the Siamese twin brother that I never had surgically removed from my torso, I do wish he'd stop focusing on his career and focus on my body. He left and I broadened. I'm 4 months into my new gym commitment. In this episode, I'll share how I've made it happen. After all, misery loves company. This is a 2-part episode that will cover all of the stages of my gym adventure, and all from the angle, of course, of how to get it done. Get the attitude. Real results require real attitude. The gym isn't just an activity, it's a lifestyle. Joan Rivers didn't just apply a little rouge here and there and say, I'm beautiful. She went for it. If you're not prepared to commit, don't fool yourself. Go buy some ice cream bonbons, lay on the couch, and just pork out. So, I grabbed my gym clothes, went out, straight to the supermarket, bought some ice cream bonbons, laid on the couch, and porked out. Fortunately, I'm slightly lactose intolerant, which got me back off the couch a few minutes later. Seriously, though, it was around this time that I made the conscious decision to commit, and you can too. Do it right now. You done? Great. Now, we're not Get Fit guy Ben Greenfield. He has 3% body fat, which is a medical condition proven to bring on hallucinations and insane thoughts, like actually enjoying workouts. I don't have that, and you probably don't either, so I needed to find my own motivation. I'll recap. Come with me and get motivated too. Motivation phase, hedonism. First, I chose a gym with natural light so that I feel good being there. It has a sauna, which becomes my after-workout reward, a key to my stick-to-it success, and most importantly, it's near a college. That means it's full of 20-year-olds with perfect bodies who were depressed and upset that they had gained 1/10 of an inch in waistline between the ages of 16 and 20. This gave me 2 sources of motivation. First, Schadenfreude, taking pleasure in the misfortune of others, where I can just listen seriously to their insecurities thinking, you child, you haven't even fully gotten through puberty yet. Just wait until gravity strikes. Then come to me for sympathy. And second, lust. My old gym was inhabited by Joan Rivers' friends who couldn't afford plastic surgery. I thought, someday that will be me, and I was continually reminded that my body will someday decay into death and disease. My new gym is inhabited by Jake, Chris, Pat, and Sean, physically perfect bodybuilders, gymnasts, and trainers. Greg is doing Turkish get-ups with a dumbbell that weighs as much as I did in college. I think, someday, that will be me, doing the lifting, not being the barbell. And in a supreme act of role reversal, at least for now, I serve the valuable function of reminding them that their body will someday decay into death and disease. In the 1980s, which we shall pretend I'm too young to remember, George Michael in Wham wore a shirt that said, choose life. When choosing your gym, choose lust. It will get you in there and start you working. Motivation trick, trainer. I also hired a trainer, a fit trainer with blonde hair and blue eyes named Shanti, which means peace in Sanskrit. Yeah, right. I'd cry, I can't do one more. And Shanti would say, through that beautiful blonde hair and angelic blue eyes, don't be a wuss. Do one more rep or I'll drop a weight on your head. Shanti has since grown a beard and now looks rather like a demon from heck, reminding me that Lucifer also started out as an angel. So that's pure motivation. Get a trainer, at least at the beginning, to get you going. Knowing someone's waiting for you, you'll show up and you will push past your limits. Or else. Results trick, track in between workouts. You can make demands too. Have your trainer create a workout routine for the days between the times you meet. If your trainer says, use your judgment, or just mix and match, get a new trainer. You want a specific list of exercises, repetitions, and weights that you can follow verbatim. Now make sure that you're improving on every trip to the gym between your trainer meetings. Shanti gave me strict instructions. Every time you come in, add weight, even if it's just 2.5 pounds. Or do more reps. He made a workout sheet to track it. I printed the tracking sheet in a little booklet that fits in my pocket, so it's always with me during my workout, and I'm accountable for it. There's a link in this episode's transcript to how to create one of those little booklets. At first, I read my tracking sheet to see how far I've come. What was my weight and rep count last time I came in, yada, yada, yada. It took me a while to learn the advanced manly man way to use a tracking sheet. Don't look and say, where am I coming from? Look and ask, if this is what I have done, how much can I stretch myself today? Then set today's stretch goal and get going. Bumping your numbers on every trip is a way to know you're pushing your edge. Respect your edge. Sometimes you'll plateau on an exercise. Don't injure yourself. Do stay safe and listen to your body. We've started the journey together and we've committed to the goal. We picked a gym based on lust for motivation. We hired a trainer, even if it's just for once or twice, to put together a good regime for us and for accountability. We're using a tracking sheet and bumping our weight or our reps on every trip. Next episode, we'll go into overdrive and discover that motivation changes over time in better and more amazing ways. I'm Steve Robbins. You can find today's transcript with links to how to create little booklets and how to set process goals, which are the kind of goals you need during a workout, at getitdone.quickanddirtytips.com. I help high achievers accelerate or change careers. If you want to know more, visit steverobbins.com. That's SteveRobbins.com. Work less, do more, and have a great life.